Hey YouTube, I just wanted to share with you some encouragement that dividends, stick with them. Especially younger folks. Dividend compounding is the greatest thing ever. And I think a lot of times we're our own worst enemy when it comes to investing. And I'll show you how you could just make it so easy on yourself. I'm not suggesting that you do this, but I think we tend to make things more complicated, and I think um, we have this tendency to think if it's more complicated, it must be better. And I just wanted to show you how dividends and dividend reinvesting and time is the most important thing. Right here on Investopedia, you have a dividend reinvestment calculator. And what I'm going to show you here is what if, I know some of you guys have pretty large portfolios, but let's take a legacy stock like AT&T. They've been growing their dividend at about 2% for many, many decades. And we could probably safely assume that they'd do that for many, many more decades, because a 2% increase is only a couple pennies a year. And right now it's like 4 pennies a year on AT&T. But the key is time. And, let's assume that you have $35,000, already written that in there, $35,000, and you just bought nothing but AT&T. You didn't invest any additional money into it. I put on there their dividend growth rate, which is 2%. I put on there a 5.5% dividend yield. I know that's close. Let's assume 30-year reinvestment. We'll just leave inflation out of it. We'll say the share price is going to go nowhere. It's going to stay flat. And we're going to say you're 25 years old. Now, it's $35,000. And you're putting nothing else into it ever again. And so by the time that you're 55 years old, because you're 25 now, 30 years, let's see how much income this $35,000 initial investment will create. Let's hit calculate. Then you'll go down up until about year 30. And in year 31, your account value, that $35,000 initial investment, has grown to $319,000 total, which is throwing off $31,790 in income per year. And that grows 2% a year after that. Your account value stays the same, but from age 55 on, you got $31,000 a year off the initial $35,000 investment. Now, like I said, we're not accounting for inflation, but I just want to see what it's like price to price and not worry about all those funky calculations. But your initial $35,000, you basically get it back. But you get it back every single freaking year. Forever. So I just wonder, how are we hurting ourselves by diversifying too much? Maybe possibly you could, I know some of you guys have, $80,000, $90,000 portfolios. What if you just put $35,000 into AT&T or Altria or any of these that have been paying, high 5-6% dividends for decades, and you just left it alone. And then you just went and did, everything else with the rest of your investment money, and you just let this sit. And after 30 years, you'd have, $32,000 a year in income, plus whatever else you've done. This has got me thinking. But the problem is, I don't have the time. You guys that are in your 20s, you have the time. Take advantage of this compounding interest. I'm going to leave a link down below to this calculator. You guys check it out. If you like, please like, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me comments down below. I'd sure appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.